Tea time. I wonder where Kieran is.
And just like that, we're doing a British episode.
Because we're British.
Who would have thought? Anyway, Chris, what are we making this week?
A cup of tea, crisp sandwich, millionaire shortbread, and the best part, an Earl Grey and lemon drizzle cake.
Oh,
I think it's time we start cooking.
sounds pretty tickety-boo. Let's go. So, first things first, I guess you all know how to make a cup of tea, right? Like, who doesn't know how to make a cup of tea? You put the tea bag in, then the milk.
Right, Kieran. Kieran.
What?
Take the camera.
Okay.
See this?
Yeah?
That's not how you make a cup of tea.
Okay, we're back after that slight technical issue. So we're making the shortbread for a millionaire shortbread. First, we've got 250 grams of flour, 80 grams of sugar, is that right? Yeah. 175 grams of butter. I'm gonna mix it in my hands, so you just gotta make it into little bready breadcrumbs. Bready breadcrumbs, bready breadcrumbs. So once this is all kind of come together, it should start looking kind of
Like a fine breadcrumb.
everything is crumbly, so what we're going to do next is just knead this into a dough, or as much as I can. You know what, I'm just going to knead it in there. Alright, so this is all broken up, so the next step is we place it all in here, pat it down. This is your biscuit base, as it were. So once it's all patted down, what you do is give it a quick prick, 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 prick. Once it's all pricked, you whack that in the oven for about 20 minutes, and that should come out golden brown. So this is all nice and golden brown, and Chris, what are we doing next?
We're making the caramel, the hard bit. Right, let's go. You need 100 grams of butter. Pan's already on the low heat because you have to do this on the low heat. You need some light avocado sugar, and for the best bit, everyone loves this bit, condensed milk. A whole can of condensed milk. So the butter's melted, everything is slowly melting together. You want to bring it to a boil, and then switch it back to a low heat and pretty much stir it for 5 to 10 minutes.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record.
Hey, see, our mixture is lovely, nice and thick, not burnt for once either.
Novelty for us.
Just gonna pour this over the shortbread.
Alright, we're going to let that cool down, and we're going to lay it out with chocolate, and then we're done.
Whilst that's cooling, we're going to make our Earl Grey cake. So we need 113 grams of butter. Bit of a random number, I know, but hey ho. 80 grams of sugar, and then we just whisk that together. After you've added the sugar and the butter, you add 4 eggs. So you add one egg in at a time, you mix it in, and once that's mixed in, you add the next egg. Boop. Look at that, that's starting to come together, isn't it? So once it's all mixed in and smoothish, you got to zest a ye old lemon, one tablespoon of lemon juice, two tablespoons of vanilla extract, and finally but not least, the sour cream. Then once that's all combined, it's just adding the flour. Alright, so we've added a quarter teaspoon of bicarbonate soda, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, a dash of salt, and finally but not least, these bad boys, cue British anthem.
God save the Queen.
Alright, and you just mix that all in together. So this is all done now, so what we're going to do, we're going to whack this in our pre-greased cake tin. Oh baby, a triple. And this will rise, so we only want to fill it about halfway, in theory anyway.
So we're going to stick this in the oven for about 55 to 65 minutes. We're now doing the chocolate part to our millionaire shortbread. We're going to use 200 grams of chocolate. In this case we're using white because white's my favourite. Solid. I'll wait for it to melt.
Chocolate.
Chocolate's on, so we're going to go shove it in the fridge and let it cool down. I don't know how long it's going to take, but since the cake needs another bloody half an hour. That'll do. That'll do. We've taken the cake out of the oven. It's definitely well cooked. Well done. And hopefully, if this goes to plan. Oh god. Ooh. Look, oh, I can smell lemon. Whoa. It's nice and lemony. On to making the glaze. You need 1 cup of milk. And then you have to bring it to a boil. Is it boiling, Kieran?
It's boiling.
Boiling? Oh no. You need to turn it off when it's boiling. 2 tea bags. And guess what we're going to do with these tea bags? We're going to do a Kieran.
Not as dramatic as me, but
Oh no.
you know, I'll let it slide.
Come back to it in 10 minutes. It's thickened up nice into a nice glaze. You know what? Sod it.
You're drowning it, mate.
Well, to be fair. Yummy.
Alright, I think next step we are gonna try it all. You'll see us back at the table. Bye-bye.
Just like that, guys, we are back. This is guy's cup of tea. I'm not allowed one, apparently.
So you can go to hell for that one.
My British card has been revoked. But hey, what do you want to start with?
Well, I say crisp sandwich.
Crisp sandwich. Quintessentially British crisp sandwich.
What flavours did you go for?
Gary Lineker, eat your heart out. I went for a cheese and onion.
Oh, a prawn cocktail. Nice crunch.
You know, you'd come home after school, still waiting for dinner. Mum hadn't finished it, and you're like, crisp sandwich. Half the bread come with that. It's a crisp sandwich, isn't it?
Just like Mum used to make. Before we get to the delightful goodies, I have a surprise for you. He told me he has never had one of these before, so pickled egg. That you could lovely get in our fish and chip shops here in the UK.
That feels like rubber.
I absolutely love these.
You love them?
Yeah.
Okay. Dink it and sink it.
I love these.
That's just vinegar. That's not an egg. That is just a carriage for vinegar. You can't even taste the egg anymore. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. Vinegar's nice. Like, you know, I love going down to the fish and chips. Like, yes, salt and vinegar, mate. Thank you very much. But yeah, no. Fair enough.
You acted better than I thought.
No, it's alright. It's alright. You know, I love eggs. I like vinegar. Should we move on to something a little bit nicer? The next thing we're going to try is
Our shortbread.
our shortbread.
I'll grab the next one.
Look at that. Perfection.
Looks good.
Does it taste nice is the better question.
Oh, it's not caramel.
You know what? That's the nicest shortbread I've had.
That is really good. Yeah, well, it's shortbread, isn't it?
Yeah.
Millionaire shortbread. There's what's to go wrong.
That's really
But
nice.
that was really good. I think the white chocolate, even though we said it was like, it didn't cover it all, I think there was just the right amount.
Yeah.
Right amount.
And it's the right sweetness for it as well, I think.
I really like that. Yeah, no. Caramel shortbread, that's a win from us.
For once. It's a full. Because I think we were going to need this. We made a cake, didn't we? And as you can see, cake is ready to eat. It's a bit sticky.
Slight mishap. We didn't sieve the icing sugar, so we've got little specks of icing sugar.
We actually tasted the glaze before we finished this. Surprisingly, it tastes like tea and lemon, but we didn't add any lemon to the glaze, so we're quite curious to know.
It's a dense cake, that's for sure.
You made it.
So, as you can see on the inside, I don't know how well that shows on the camera, but there's a little bit of speck. There's a little icing for you. Everyone loves the money shop. That's alright. It just tastes like a lemon cake. You can't taste the old grey, can you? I mainly taste lemon.
Do you want the orange That tastes like a nice tea.
Yeah.
I would call that a nice tea cake.
Well, that is. That's what an Earl Grey and lemon cake. Yeah. I guess.
Is it as iced tea?
You're not wrong. Cake, would you say yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay.
We didn't fail.
Well, in our books we haven't failed. Let us know in the comments down below if you think we failed. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. I do have one more surprise, and it took me hours to make.
Is this why you disappeared?
I think you'll be quite impressed with
I'm not looking.
Britain's national treasure.
The Queen?
No, Greg's silly.
Greg. Oh, Greg. Oh, God save Greg's. Greg's.
Woo! Yeah, Greg's, I would say, is quintessentially British.
Yeah.
Mmm, delicious. Greg's is Greg's, fantastic. So, yeah, that's our episode this week.
That's our episode. Greg's number one. The best thing we've had on this show so far.
Anyway, guys, remember, keep it tasty.
Have a good week.
Bye-bye.